大家好 ，Thanks for joining us today on Growing Up with Chinese。欢迎大家收看今天的成长汉语。We've got some fun stuff to talk about today, thanks to Mike and Lan Lan's little excursion to Nanluo Xiang. Now, like I said last time, it's not a very big or long street, but there sure is plenty to see, do, and buy. So, let's join up with Mike and Lan Lan right now and take in the sights through their eyes first.
兰兰，你看，这些小店都修得古香古色的，真有中国的感觉。
是啊，这里可以说是中西合并，有很多外国人都喜欢来这里玩。泡泡吧，逛逛有中国特色的小店，多有意思啊！
你说的对，我也特别喜欢这里。你看，我还把相机带了。
我说你怎么非要来南锣鼓巷？原来是要拍风景。
也不光是风景。我也想给一个美国朋友送个小礼物，他特别喜欢中国的京剧，所以我想买个京剧脸谱送给他。
那你可来对地方了。你看前面那个小店，说不定就有，我们进去看看吧。
好吧。
Mike， 你看这个机器人多可爱啊！你买这个送给女朋友吧。
他是个和我一样大的男孩。可能不会喜欢，
可是我们没有找到脸谱啊，我来问问吧。你好，请问有京剧脸谱吗？
不好意思，我们没有。不过前边那家店好像有卖脸谱 T 恤的，外国人都很喜欢。
太好了，谢谢您。
Mike， 你觉得这件怎么样？
哎，真好看，就要这件吧。您好，请帮我拿一件 L 号的。这个角度太棒了，我要拍下来给我妈妈看看。不错不错。兰兰，咱们到这条胡同看看。我喜欢这个门墩儿。
别光顾着拍风景，我也给你拍一张照吧。
没问题，我来给你当模特。你看这个姿势怎么样？酷不酷？
棒极了！再来，换一个姿势。
兰兰，你看这些四合院多宽敞啊！
宽敞是宽敞，但我还是更喜欢楼房。
可能我是个外国人，所以我觉得四合院更有东方的特色。
你说的也有道理。哎呀 ，Mike， 都6点了，我6点半还有钢琴课呢。
那我现在送你回去吧。
不用了，看来我得打车走了。好不容易来一次，你自己先逛逛吧。
那好吧，你自己注意安全。
好的，明天见。
That wasn't too bad a tour, was it? We've got a decent amount of new material in today's dialogue, so let's take some time to go over some of the more crucial parts. 你看这些小店都修得古香古色的，真有中国的感觉。Look at all these little shops fixed up in such a traditional way. They're very Chinese feeling. Now in this sentence, 修 means fixed up or renovated. 古香古色 refers to something or some place that has an antique sort of traditional flavor to it. 感觉 is feeling.So, 中国的感觉 means Chinese feeling or Chinesey, for lack of a better word.
兰兰，你看这些小店都修得古香古色的，真有中国的感觉。
是啊，这里可以说是中西合并，有很多外国人都喜欢来这里玩。泡泡吧，逛逛有中国特色的小店，多有意思啊！
你说的对，我也特别喜欢这里。你看，我还把相机带了。
也不光是拍风景，我还想给一个美国朋友买个小礼物。I didn't want to come just to take photos. I also want to buy a little present for an American friend of mine. 小礼物 means little present. 他特别喜欢中国的京剧，所以我想买个京剧脸谱给他。He really likes Beijing opera, so I want to buy a painted Beijing opera face to give to him. 京剧 is Beijing opera, and 脸谱 refers to the painted faces of Beijing opera. They're really incredible.
我说你怎么非要来南锣鼓巷？原来是要拍风景。
也不光是风景，我也想给一个美国朋友送个小礼物。他特别喜欢中国的京剧，所以我想买个京剧脸谱送给他。
那你可来对地方了。你看前面那个小店，说不定就有。我们进去看看吧。
好吧。
宽敞是宽敞，但我还是更喜欢楼房。Yeah, it's spacious all right, but I still like apartment buildings more. Now, 宽敞 remember means spacious or roomy. 可能我是个外国人，所以我觉得四合院更有东方的特色。Maybe it's because I'm a foreigner, so I think courtyard houses have more Eastern characteristics. 东方 means Eastern or the East. 更有东方特色 is to have more Eastern qualities as compared to apartment buildings. 那我现在送你回去。I'll take you home now then. 送 is a wonderful Chinese word that is used quite frequently. It means to show someone out or to accompany them to a destination or to take someone home.
兰兰，你看这些四合院多宽敞啊！
宽敞是宽敞，但我还是更喜欢楼房。
可能我是个外国人，所以我觉得四合院更有东方的特色。
你说的也有道理。哎呀，麦，都6点了，我6点半还有钢琴课呢。
那我现在送你回去吧。
不用了，看来我得打车走了。好不容易来一次，你自己先逛逛吧。
All right, that basically wraps up today's coverage of our dialogue. So now let's get into some more specifics. Like always, let's first go over our vocabulary and then we'll move into our radical of the day. 中西合璧, a joining of Chinese and Western elements, a mixture of Chinese and Western elements. 中西合璧。泡吧 to go to a bar, hang out at a bar. 泡吧。脸谱 painted Beijing opera face. 脸谱。角度 angle. 角度。Our radical of the day is the upright knife radical, otherwise known as the 立刀旁. Now, just so you all know, 刀, that's the character for knife. And this actually can also be a radical, but it's one we haven't covered yet. Now, a variation of this radical is the upright knife or sword radical. And it typically appears on the right side of a character. Now, we see it today in the 句 of 京剧. So, let me put its component over here. Typically, you write the left side first and then the right. Okay, now, 居, this component here, 居, it means residence or house, reside or dwell. Now, 剧 on its own means drama, play, opera, but it also means acute or severe? Knife radical, acute, or severe? Here are some more examples of characters that have the upright knife radical. 刻, carve, engrave. 到, to arrive. 刮, said of the wind, to blow. Scrape. We covered some of the basics on Beijing opera a few shows ago, but like I said, there's a lot more to talk about. Today we saw Mike on a hunt for lianpu, or painted Beijing opera faces. Lianpu can be printed on t-shirts like we saw, or they can be painted on plaster face models, or just about anything really, including actual faces. Now, considering how so much of Beijing opera is stylized, like movement and costumes, sets and staging, it shouldn't come as a surprise that the patterns and colors used to paint a lianpu are stylized and symbolic as well. The designs and colors used on a lianpu tell the audience about the character's personality, characteristics, and even fate. Red, as some of you might guess, usually has a positive meaning. It symbolizes bravery, faithfulness, and wisdom, much like purple, which also denotes bravery and wisdom. Black is typically a sign of neutrality. Mostly, it implies that a character is brave and fierce, in a good or in a bad way, although sometimes it can also be a sign of an upright person. Blue is also quite neutral, neither good nor bad, and embodies the traits of strength, staunchness, and bravery. Green makeup is a sign of a stubborn, impulsive, and possibly violent character. Yellow and white are usually bad signs. Characters with this color makeup are typically crafty, treacherous, and fierce, the bad guys. And finally, silver and gold tell an audience that the character is mysterious, perhaps either a god or a monster. Guang is an adverb that is used to put limitations on something, much like 只 and the English terms only, merely, or alone. 你光说不行, you can't just speak. 别光顾着拍风景, you can't just focus on taking scenic photos. Mike's response also uses guang. He says, 也不光是拍风景, 我还想. I'm not only focusing on taking photos, I also want to...
你今天怎么迟到了？
光顾着打电话，坐过站了。
Now there's another point that comes up in the example that we just saw, and that is 原来. 原来 in this context functions as an adverb, expressing something that you didn't know or that you weren't aware of before.
我找了你半天，原来你在这儿。
对不起。
原来后海是一个湖啊。
哈哈，忘了告诉你了。
And finally, we've got a pattern to dissect. An adjective phrase or verb phrase plus 是 plus adjective verb phrase, 但 something. Now this pattern is used to express a transition. 好听是好听，但我最喜欢听的音乐还是古典音乐。Indeed, it sounds nice, but I still like listening to classical music the most.
你觉得写汉字难吗？
难是难，可是很有意思。
We've pushed our time limit to the max today. I hope you all enjoyed our discussion. 别忘了上我们的网站看一看。And while you're there, don't forget to write us a letter or send in a comment. I truly enjoy hearing from all of you. 好了，大家加油，下次见。Bye everyone. See you next time.